ahead and get started. So let's come into child's pose. Big toes touch. Have your knees mat width distance apart. Find your connection here with your mat, with your space, with yourself. Adam and I were just talking about how this is kind of a time where we can maybe spend more time with inner work, and self-study, and maybe reading inspirational material. And I know for me, I have been taking a deep dive into the Yoga Sutras. So this morning and yesterday, I was reading a lot about tapas. And tapas is perfect for this class, for this practice, for power vinyasa, and for really building heat. So tapas does mean heat. It's one of the niyamas. And it also means self-discipline. So as we practice tonight, just thinking about the idea of burning away things that don't serve us, burning away maybe some bad habits, some negative thinking. And this time of, burning away whatever it is. And we're kind of in a time of loss and grappling with that. And it's painful and it's hard. And just like some yoga postures, right? Like Utkatasana or anything that you struggle with. So trying to stay in that discomfort tonight. So just noticing that in you when you want to move out of the pose, what will happen if you stay in that discomfort? So thinking about the idea of tapas and heat. And as we do that, curl your toes under and come into downward facing dog. So upside down V, hips move towards the sky. And again, here, feeling a stretch, feeling maybe the beginning of a burn, beginning of heat, especially with the ujjayi breathing, that whisper sound in the back of your throat to warm your muscles and warm your body. So if we were in class in person together, I would ask you to let your neighbor hear you. So just for a moment, just pretend, just notice and imagine that you're in class and you're sharing your ujjayi breathing, your warrior breath, victorious breath with your neighbors. Hear that. Feeling the tapas beginning, feeling that energy, feeling that heat. And from that place, you're gonna walk or step to the front of your mat and come into ragdoll forward fold. So just relaxing here, maybe a moment, shaking your head yes and no. Releasing from the base of your spine all the way out the top of your head. Maybe bending one knee and the other. A new perspective, upside down. One more breath. And with a slight bend in your knees, roll up to stand, big stretch up, extended mountain pose. Bring your palms together to rest at heart center. Close your eyes just for one moment. And here together, we're just set an intention. And it can be for you, someone you love, the world. And with that intention in mind, open your eyes. We're going to go through some Surya Namaskara, building tapas, building heat. Release your hands, big stretch up, extended mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to half lift. Flat back. Exhale, your version of chaturanga. High to low push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Find your breath. Ujjayi breathing, warming the muscles, heating the body. It's okay to move in the poses. Turn your upper arm bones in. And move your thoracic spine towards your heart center. Feel that length. One more breath here. And at the bottom of your exhale, step or maybe float to the front of your mat. Inhale, half lift, heart forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, roll up to stand, extended mountain, big reach, maybe a little back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, chaturanga, high to low push-up. Use your knees if you need. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Find your breath. Feel your tapas. Feel the inner heat, the inner fire, burning off what you don't need. One more breath here. And on your exhale, step or float to the front of your mat. Inhale, half lift, heart forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, extend the mountain pose, big reach, baby back bend. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step or float back through chaturanga, high to low push-up, elbows skim the ribs. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, and breathe. Deep breaths, Ujjayi, warming the body. One more breath here. And at the bottom of your next exhale, step or float to the front of your mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, extended mountain one more time through Surya Namaskara. Okay? Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, high to low push-up. Your version. Use your knees. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And breathe. Two more deep breaths here. Ujjayi breathing, warming the body, feeling the body come to life, feeling the body heat up. The tapas. One more breath. And on your exhale, step or float to the front of your mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees, Utkatasana, chair pose. Big toes touch. Heels are about an inch apart. Tapas here, warming the body, feeling maybe a burn in the thighs, maybe the calves. Can you pick up your toes? And you stay in the discomfort. Find your breath. Rock onto your toes, lift your heels. Find your breath. Tapas. Staying in the discomfort, one more breath. Lower the heels. Deep inhale. Surya Namaskara B. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, high to low push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your right leg up high to the sky behind you. Roll your ankle one direction and then the other. And step that right foot forward to the right thumb, coming up into warrior one. So finding your warrior one. The pinky toe edge of that left foot is grounded into the earth. Bend that front knee a little deeper. Find your tapas. Beautiful. Pinky fingers moving in towards each other. Pin your shoulders to your back. If it's okay on your neck, you can look up, maybe a little back bend here. Find your breath. One more, staying in the discomfort. And exhale to chaturanga, high to low push-up. Use your knees. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift the left leg up high behind you and roll that ankle around. And the other direction. Step your left foot forward to your left thumb. Right foot plants. Come up to warrior one. Hip points move towards that front leg. Can you go a little deeper? Maybe stretch up a little higher. Finding your edge, finding your power. Feeling your heat, your inner heat, maybe right from the belly. Use your breath. One more deep inhale, maybe a little back bend. And exhale to chaturanga, high to low push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Reconnecting with your breath, feeling your inner fire, your tapas. Reconnecting with your intention. One more deep breath here. And at the bottom of your exhale, step or float to the front of your mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold forward. Utkatasana, chair pose. Really find your chair here. So pin your shoulders to your back. Pinky fingers turn in, big toes touch, heels are about an inch apart. Everybody look down and see your toes. Should be back far enough that you see all 10 toes. Can you lower your hips just an inch deeper? Feel the burn. Burning off what we don't need. Sitting in the discomfort, literally. Find one more breath. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, chaturanga. High to low push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. Step your right foot forward to the right thumb for warrior one. We're going to open to warrior two. So hips square towards the long edge of your mat. We're going to hold this for a little bit. So feel your warrior two. Make sure your right knee isn't coming in, but your right knee is tracking directly over your right middle toe. Find your soft, focused drishti over your right middle finger. Maybe beginning to feel a little burn in the shoulders. Where can you let go? Pin the shoulders to the back. Almost like your shoulder blades want to touch. And we're going to flow here for a few breaths. So on your inhale, straighten the right leg, lift the arms up. And exhale back to warrior two, really strong. Inhale up. Exhale, float down. Two more just like that. Inhale. Maybe go a little deeper this time. Last one, inhale. Exhale, warrior two, hold. Turn your right palm up, reverse your warrior, big stretch up. Move your heart center to the sky. Bending deeper into that front knee. Find your breath. And exhale, windmill your arms down to chaturanga, your version. High to low push-up. You can do extra push-ups here if you want to build heat faster. Inhale, upward facing dog to downward facing dog. Step your left foot forward to your left thumb, coming up into warrior one. So again, that left knee is tracking over that middle finger on the left foot. Pinky toe edge of the back foot is pressing into the earth. Get your shoulders to your back and your pinky fingers towards one another. Lower that knee 1 more inch. Find your breath. And exhale into warrior two. It's okay to adjust your feet here too, because your front heel might want to be even with the arch of the back foot, whatever works best for your hips, for your body. Find your drishti gaze over that left middle finger. Feel the heat, feel the power in your shoulders, in your arms, maybe in your core. Can you stay in the discomfort? Maybe lowering that knee just a little bit more towards 90 degrees. Find your breath. And we'll flow. So inhale, straighten the leg, arms float up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale, a little deeper. One more just like that. Exhale the warrior two, hold. Flip your left palm up, reverse your warrior. This is more of an up and a back. So reach your heart space towards the sky here. Big stretch through both sides of the body. One more breath. And on your exhale, windmill down, take chaturanga, high to low push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Taking care of yourself, staying in discomfort, not pain, but discomfort. So just noticing here, noticing your heat. I hope you're all feeling warm. We're going to flow through that. On the next breath, exhale and step or float to the front of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold forward. Utkatasana, thunderbolt, chair pose. I won't make you hold it this time. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, high to low push-up. Use your knees. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step the right foot forward, coming up into warrior one. Exhale to warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, flow, high to low push-up. Flowing through Surya Namaskara B. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step your left foot forward, coming up into warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, flow, high to low push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. And breathe. Feel your warmth. Feel your breath. Feel your tapas. On your inhale, lift your right leg up high to the sky behind you. Bend your knee. And stack your hips. You can stay right here. You can take big hip circles either direction, or you can flip your dog. So step that right foot behind you. Reach your hips to the sky. Reach your right arm forward. Take one more breath. Float back to three-legged dog. Come into high plank. Bring your feet together and we're going to twist to the side. Raise your left arm up high for side plank. You can have your right knee on the ground here. Feel the burn. We're going to hold this for 2 more breaths to find your edge. And exhale, high to low push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bring your left leg up high behind you. Bend your knees, stack your hips. Stay here and take hip circles or flip your dog. Land lightly. Reach your right arm forward. Lift your hips a little higher. One more breath. Come back around, three-legged dog. Lower the leg, come forward to high plank. Feet come together and heels spin to the left. Right arm comes to the sky for side plank. Really strong, zip up into the center. Take a couple more breaths here, really strong. Feel the burn, feel the heat. And exhale to chaturanga, high to low push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Find your breath. Step your right foot forward to the right thumb. We're going to come up into crescent lunge. So back heel is lifted. Arms float up. Bring your palms to heart center and you'll twist to the right. So left elbow comes outside of the right knee. You can raise your arms. Bring that right hip back in space. Really strong, not hammocking in that back leg. So bring that hamstring all the way up to the sky. Really strong back leg, tapas, pulling into center. Find one more breath. And release, come up and around, back into warrior two. And reverse this warrior, so turn the right palm up. And reverse. And on your exhale, come into side, extended side angle. So the left arm can float above your head. You can take a half bind or a full bind in this position. Your right arm maybe rests on a block on the floor, your ankle. Wherever you are, see about turning your heart towards the sky. Feel the burn. Don't forget your breath. Find your breath. Deep, deep breath. And one more. You have the bind, release it. We're going to come into chaturanga. High to low push-up. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step your left foot forward for crescent lunge. Back heel is lifted and back leg is so, so strong. So feel that hamstring push up towards the sky. Float the arms up, pin the shoulders to the back. Bring your hands together to heart center and twist to your left. Right elbow outside of the left knee. With every inhale, feel your spine lengthen. And as you exhale, find more twist. You can open your arms here if you like. Michelle and everyone, see if you can lower your hips just a little bit more. Beautiful. One more breath. And come up and around to warrior two. Inhale, reverse the warrior. And exhale with a deep bend in the leg, come into extended side angle. Find your edge here, whether that's opening more, maybe playing without bind, half bind, full bind. You've built some good heat, have more openness. If it's okay on your neck, look up to the sky here. One more breath. And exhale to chaturanga, high to low push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog, chest and harder forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe. At the bottom of your next exhale, you're going to step or float to the front of your mat. Find a half lift, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. And Utkatasana, chair pose. Come up on your toes. Come back, lift your toes, come back. Weight all the way in your heels, lower a little more. Toes again. Back to your heels. All four corners plant. Bring your palms together to heart center and twist to your right. Left elbow comes outside of the right knee. Lower your hips just a little bit more. Knees in one line here, one plane. And open your arms. Feel the burn. One more breath. And release. Let that go. Forward fold. Bring your feet hip width distance. And with your peace fingers, grab your big toes. Come to flat back. And fold forward. So let anything just burn off of you here. You've built heat. What can you let go of? Let it go. Find your breath. Take one more deep breath. With your exhale, release your palms. Toggle your feet back together. Big toes touch. Heels about an inch apart. Utkatasana. Bring all the weight into your heels. Bring it forward into your toes. Balance, balance, balance. Lower your heels. Bring your palms together to heart center and twist to your left. Bring your right elbow outside your left knee. On your inhale, feel your spine extend. You can open your arms here if you like. Maybe look up at that top hand. Your exhale, twist just a little deeper. Inhale. Exhale. And let that go. Forward fold. Toggle your feet hip width distance. And you can take peace fingers, big toes, or gorilla. Tuck your palms underneath the soles of your feet. Half lift and fold forward. Maybe bend your elbows out to the side. It's okay to maybe shake your head yes and no. Release that. Toggle your feet back together. Big toes touch, heels apart. Utkatasana. From here, we're going into eagle pose. So right elbow comes under, And right knee from Utkatasana comes right over the left. Raise your elbow points even with your shoulders. Find your drishti, something not moving in front of you. Pull everything into center here, right into your core. A sense of power, heat. And release that. Big stretch up. Straighten the legs. And bend the knees for Utkatasana. You're going to take eagle on the other side. So left elbow comes under right. And left knee crosses over left. Find your drishti. Find your breath. Raise your elbow points just a little bit more, Rikita, and everyone. And beautiful, let that go, release, big stretch up. Deep inhale, straight legs. Bring your palms together to heart center. So from here, find your drishti. Find your point, maybe not looking at me for this one since I'm moving. Find something not moving. It can be on the floor in front of you, the wall, up high. Bring your hands to your hips and raise your right knee. So grounding through that left foot. Open that knee. You can also grab the big toe. Maybe you want to find an edge here. Open to the right. Stretch the left arm long. Maybe look left, challenge your balance. Feeling strong and grounded through that left foot. Bring everything back to center. Arms float up, leg comes out straight for 5, 4, a little bit higher. Trying to raise your toes even with your belly button. 3, 2, 1, bring your leg back. Udkatasana, airplane pose. Really strong back leg. Find your drishti. Palms are facing towards the earth. Strong triceps here. Slight back bend. Strong back leg. When you're ready, lower your left fingertips to the floor outside the left toes and come into Ardha Chandrasana. Really strong top leg here, stacking your hips. Maybe lifting that bottom hand. Where's your edge today? One more breath. And exhale, fold forward. On your inhale, bend your knees, float up to stand, big stretch up, extended mountain. Palms together to heart center. Again, finding your drishti. Move our hands to our hips and raise the left knee. So grounding strong through that right foot, through the right leg. You can also grab the big toe and straighten the leg. And open to the side. Opening left, extending the right arm out long. Look right. Focused and strong, pulling everything into center. Come back to center. Float the arms up, kick the leg out strong in front of you for 5. Raise it a little bit higher. Let me see the toes on the screen. 4, 3, 2, Brigita, I see your toes. 1, and kick it back for Udkatasana. So left leg just as strong as the right. It's not the one doing the work, but really strong. Feel that center, pulling into center. Find your drishti, soft gaze. And then lower your right fingertips outside into the front of that right leg. And again, strong back leg, coming into Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. And you raise that lower hand, maybe bring it to heart center. Playing with your edge, finding your heat, pulling into center. One more breath. And exhale, fold forward, let that go. Stay in your forward bend for just a moment. And just maybe rock your hips side to side, shake your head yes and no. And shake your arms out. And then slowly we'll rise up to stand, extended mountain. Let's take tree pose here, which is perfect. I have a whole forest behind me. So bring your hands to heart center, grounding really strong through that left foot. And then raise the right to the inseam. So the foot pushes into the leg pushes into the foot. Find your drishti. When you're ready, your tree can grow. Maybe a tall redwood, maybe a cactus. Cactus your arms for a little shoulder opener. Find your drishti, find your soft gaze, find your breath. We're going to hold this for 2 more breaths. And release, let that go. Shake that out a little bit, and we're going to take it to the other side. So grounding through the right foot, left, or other way, sorry. Grounding, yes, through the right foot, left foot comes to the inseam of the right. Hands to heart center. And when you're ready, grow your tree. Maybe challenge yourself here with looking up, closing your eyes. Remembering to breathe. And release, let that go. And shake that out. If you've wandered a little somewhere, come back to the front of your mat. We're gonna flow through Vinyasa, Surya Namaskara A. Inhale, extend the mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, high push up, low push up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bring your right foot up behind you. Bring your right knee to your right elbow. Right leg out long. Right knee to left elbow. Right foot up long behind you. Right knee to nose. Really pull it in here. Pull it into center. We're staying here for 2 breaths. Pull it in, and kick it back. Beautiful. Lower both feet. Raise the left leg up high behind you. Bring the left knee to the left elbow. Left leg up long behind you. Left knee to the right elbow. Left leg up high behind you. Left knee in towards the nose. Pull it into your chest. Pull in tight. One more breath. Raise that leg high behind you. Lower the leg. Come forward into plank pose. And from here, you're going to lower all the way onto your belly. Beautiful. Building heat. Getting ready for some back bends. So arms out long beside you. Forehead to the mat, and we're gonna come into locust pose. And when you're ready, raise your head, raise your shoulders, raise your arms really strong. Finding your breath, can you come up a little higher? And release, lower down, rest the cheek on the side. And we're gonna take locust one more time. So arms down long beside you. And when you're ready, raise your head, raise your shoulders, raise your legs, come up a little higher. Big breath. And release, let that go, lower down. Next one, you can take locust again, or grab your ankles or the tops of your feet for floor bow. And come on up. If you have your feet, push, push, push back with your feet. Big shoulder opener, heart opener, heat builder. Find your breath and release. Turn a cheek to the side. And last one, locust again or floor bow. Grab the tops of your feet or your ankles and come on up, floor bow. Maybe even rocking back and forth here along your belly. Remembering to breathe. And release that. Leave your knees bent and windshield wipe your feet from side to side. Beautiful. And now walk your palms down next to your lower ribs and push up to upward facing dog. Curl your toes under and move into downward facing dog. Raise the right leg high to the sky. I'm going to step your right foot forward and coming up into warrior two. Straighten your right leg. We're going to tip into triangle pose here. So move your heart space up to the sky. Maybe look up at that top hand. Where's your edge here? But not blocking that front knee, maybe a slight bend. Can you stack your left hip on top of your right? Open a little bit more. And on your exhale, windmill down, high to low push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Come back to high plank. Lower the hands and knees. Cross your ankles and come to seated. You're going to come back onto your back for bridge pose. So feet are flat, 12 o'clock. Reach down and feel like you can touch your heels with your fingertips. Rounding into the earth. And when you're ready, come up for bridge. One more breath. Slowly lower. Bring your feet up to the sky. We're going to lower our legs down, coming into low bow. These are Baptiste's favorite. To high bow. Back to low bow. High bow. Cross your ankles, roll over your feet. You can go through Vinyasa or meet us in downward facing dog. And breathe. Step your left foot forward, coming up and around to warrior two. Really strong here. Straighten that left knee. And again, tip into triangle pose. Open your heart to the sky. Maybe look up at that right hand. Finding your breath. And windmill down, high to low push-up. Or skip it. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And from here, you're going to step or jump through your hands. Come into seated. Back onto your back. We're going to take bridge or wheel pose here. We're going to do 4. So you can take bridge, wheel, 4 bridges, 4 wheels. You want to take wheel, plant your hands beside your ears. Bridge or wheel, come on up. Adam and everyone, have your feet at 12 o'clock. Hip width distance, find your breath. One more here. If you're in wheel, tuck your head. Everyone slowly lower, 1 vertebrae at a time. Take a breath at the floor. Coming up again, bridge or wheel pose. Find your heat. Beautiful. One more breath. And exhale, slowly lower down, careful on your neck. Take a breath at the floor. Really building heat here. This series is called Igniting. Feel the fire. Tapas. Come on up. Wheel or bridge. Feet at 12 o'clock. One more breath. And slowly lower. Exhale. One more. Make it your best one yet, your deepest one. Come on up. Bridge or wheel. Building heat, inner fire, burning off what we don't need. Tapas. One more breath. And exhale, lower. Beautiful. Bring the soles of your feet together and your heel or your knees spread wide. Supta Baddha Konasana. Rest one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. Feel your inner fire. That tapas, that burning, that turns into self-discipline. You got this. Lift your feet up to the sky so the soles of your feet are up high. Happy baby pose. You can rock back and forth, grab the inner or outer edge of your feet. Feel such a great opening after building all that heat here. And release the feet. We're going to come into some core. The legs up high, palms rest beside your hips or under your hips. We're going to do that high boat, low boat again. So first, lower your feet 30 degrees, 60 degrees. Hover your feet just off the floor. Come into low boat. Come into high boat. Low boat. Lower your hands. Raise your feet up slowly. 2 more times just like that. Lower your feet 30 degrees. 30 degrees. Hover your feet. Low boat. High boat. Low boat. Lower your hands. Feet come up high. Last time. Really strong legs here. Pin your lower back to the earth. Lower your feet 30 degrees. 60. Hover for low boat. Navasana, high boat. Low boat. Lower your hands, raise your feet. Beautiful. Hug your knees in and rock back and forth. And we're going to take yogi bicycles. So knees are 90 degrees here, legs are at 90 degrees, knees bent. Rest your fingers gently behind your head here. And on your honor, some of you, I can see, most of you I can't, 20 yogi bicycles. The slower, the harder. So really feel like you're pushing through that. And go. You haven't started. And when you're finished, hug your knees in tight. Maybe rock back and forth along your sacrum. And then we're going to rock back and forth along the edge of your spine. Come up to seated, cross your ankles, and come back through vinyasa or not to downward facing dog. We're coming into half pigeon. If you prefer that on your back, stay on your back. Otherwise, raise your right leg high to the sky. Bring your right knee to right thumb, right ankle to left thumb, and fold into half pigeon. Where can you let go here? Just noticing maybe somewhere in your body, maybe a thought in your mind. Nothing to hold on to. You've felt the heat, now you can release. So a few more breaths in half pigeon. And when you're ready, walk your hands up. And you can flow through vinyasa or go through downward dog or just switch your legs at the floor. We're moving into half pigeon on the left. So left knee comes to right, left hands, left foot, all the way over to the right palm. Connecting with your breath and just noticing maybe one side is different than the other. Reconnecting with your intention here. Feeling your inner fire. What does that look like? What does that feel like? How can you take that feeling, that powerful feeling, sitting in the discomfort off the mat? Certainly a good time in life to practice that. Not running or hiding from discomfort, but just sitting in it. One more breath here. Slowly come up to seated. Swing your back foot around, legs straight out in front of you. We're just going to take a simple forward fold. So straight spine, arms float up, and hinging at the hips, folding forward, grabbing whatever you can, your knees, your calves, your feet, and it's okay to round the back here and just let the head and neck go. Release. And release the hands, rolling up to stand, or sit, sorry. Plant the feet, and we're just gonna take a quick reverse tabletop. So palms face in towards your hips, behind you, and come up to reverse tabletop. If it's okay, you can lower your head and look behind you. Big heart opener. And release. Slowly lowering onto your back. Yogi's choice, headstand, handstand, hips on a block, waterfall. Just do that. Couple minutes to play. Beautiful. Adam, I love your handstands. If you're in shoulder stand and your space and your body allows it, go ahead and move back into plow pose. Remembering to breathe. Feel your breath slowing down. Rejuvenation. Change in perspective, the shift of the central nervous system. I think all of our central nervous systems are just a little out of whack these days. So just take this time to relish that feeling. You can come into deaf man's pose if you like. One more breath. Slowly lower, 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 all the way down to your back. We're coming into Shavasana. So stretch the legs out long. Arms are long beside you, palms facing up in a receiving gesture. Receiving this beautiful moment. Knowing that all is okay. Right here. Slowly and intentionally begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. Reconnecting with your body, with your breath. With your inner heat, with your inner power, your inner knowing. And bend your knees and slowly roll onto one side. Maybe using your arm as a pillow, resting there for a moment and feeling gratitude. Gratitude that you showed up on your mat tonight. Gratitude for this ancient practice that brings us into ourselves and connects us even in this new format together. And then slowly coming to a comfortable seat. With your eyes closed. I unmuted you all in case you'd like to share with me in the sound of Om. So we're going to take a cleansing breath in and out.
Sorry. Couldn't help it.
Your palms together, bring your thumbs to forehead center as a reminder of right thought. And to your lips as a reminder of kind and truthful speech. And to your heart for divine grace. The light and the power and the beauty in me sees the light and power and beauty in all of you. Thank you so much for sharing this practice with me tonight. Namaste. Can we get another gong?